Welcome to the Total Summit Woman broadcast. And tonight I am interviewing Miss D Morris, the cake lady. How you doing, D?
I'm doing great. How are you, Carolyn?
I'm doing fine. So
Good.
you're going to be one of the awesome woman speakers at the Total Woman Summit, and you're
Yes.
going to give us some information about turning your passion for baking into a profession. So
Yes.
tell us about it.
Well, I started baking at a very young age. I was 4 years old when I first ever baked a cake. So it took me years to realize that baking was a passion of mine. Of course, I was taught to go to college and, all of that, get a job, and I did that. But I was always the pound cake lady, always the lady to bring the desserts to the potluck and all of that. So when the time came that I needed extra money in my household, the first thing I thought of was to make a price list and I'm going to go to work and sell cakes to friends. Well, that doesn't always happen. So friends are not, and coworkers are not always the first to buy your stuff because they've been getting it for free. So over these years, I have learned to develop a business and get customers from social media, word of mouth, and that's what I hope to help other people do.
That is awesome. Now, let me ask you this. When you said you went to work
Mm-hmm.
and nobody bought any cakes and pies?
Every now and then, but it didn't just take off. Nobody wanted a cake like every week or all the time. So when I would get an order, it might be my only order for 30 days, every 30 days or so. So it was not generating the kind of money that I thought it would.
Okay.
And yeah, that changed over time. Once I got on social media, things picked up a whole lot. So I'm hoping that I can teach other people how to grow their business as well.
Absolutely. Now, you make all kinds of cakes,
I
right?
do. Yes.
Specialty cakes?
Yes, all types of wedding cakes, any special event that you're having. I'm specializing in wedding cakes, 50th birthday cakes, all those milestone birthdays. I do holiday baking, baby's first birthday, everything your family celebrates, you can have a cake.
Do you do girls' night out cakes?
Anything, yes. People are sometimes reluctant to ask for the adult theme cakes, but I'll do them if that's what you want.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. So if someone who women who are at home
Mm-hmm.
and they do like cakes, pies, normally around a holiday,
Correct.
they can turn this into a business
They can.
and get
Mm-hmm.
paid for it.
Yes. That is exactly what I'm suggesting. And I would suggest that they do and not just trade. I mean, it's fine if that's how you want to handle it. Trade a cake for a pan of dressing if that's what you want to do. But if you could use a little help on bills, I mean, if your light bill is higher because you're baking all that stuff, then I'm teaching people how to put some money back in your pocket because the ingredients are not free. In the early days, people would say, what if I buy the butter? What if I buy all the ingredients? How much would you charge me? Or could you make me a cake if I buy all the ingredients? Well,
That's to put the price down on the cake, though,
yeah,
right?
either cut the price or get it free. But that doesn't really help me. I mean, you're going to go out and buy me some stuff I already have around here.
Right.
So I want to get people out of that mindset that you have to just do it, have to just bless people with your cake. I mean, if it's delicious and if it's their event, you bless them anyway.
And it's
So
definitely a market for
it
cake.
is.
There's
Oh
definitely a
yeah.
market for cakes.
Right. People are celebrating something every day. Babies are born every day. Now we've got gender reveals added to the baby shower. So it's like one or two events leading up to even the baby shower. Then after the baby shower, it's the first birthday and parents' anniversaries, and just nothing stops. People are still squeezing in those big weddings, even during COVID. So, hey, there's a market for it.
Even during COVID, they still get married.
People still want sugar
Yes.
during COVID.
Babies are still being made in COVID. Yes.
Oh yeah.
How long well, you said you've been doing this since you were 4. When did it actually become a business for you?
Okay.
Well,
okay. I would say I started the business in 2004. I was a newlywed, had probably been married about a year. He had things he liked to do. So I said, well, I'm going to go take a class at Hobby Lobby. I just want to make cakes pretty. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then I made a price list and some little business cards I got from the Dollar Tree and printed them at home and just made a business out of it, kind of an underground business, but it was a business nonetheless. And after I got a little bigger and more people were calling, people I didn't know from Adam, I started taking steps to be more legal with my local taxes and things like that, licensing and all that. So 2004 is when I started.
And it's been beautiful since 2004 because you're doing something that you enjoy doing. And when you do something and you have a passion for it, you're never going to get bored with it.
Correct. Yes, I don't get bored with it. If I get bored, well, not bored, but anything I want to change is exciting to me. So every change is just more and more exciting. And time management was my biggest issue. And that's why I signed up with Coach Danielle in the first days. I think it was maybe 2016. I just thought I need to figure out how to manage my time. How do I juggle this business and work? Not working a 9 to 5 was never, it wasn't my thought. It was how do I make it work? But you know, when you listen to Coach, you get a different perspective. So
that's because we in wise counsel.
Oh my gosh. I can remember standing at the corner of my dresser when I thought, oh, I can just bake. Okay. I mean, it was so foreign to me. It really was. Yeah.
You know what? Because there are a lot of women that do cook, that do bake. This, I'm sure, is an eye opener for a lot of women who are struggling in today's time to make ends meet, to get their bills paid. And if they have that skill of baking a cake and the cake is good, they can turn this into a business where you're not going to have to worry about that ever again.
Yes.
And that's what it's really about.
They can bake their way out of struggle. You can bake up enough money to cover bills, to start a whole nother bank account, a savings, whatever you purpose that money for is what you can do. You can get rich. If you want to be rich, you can get rich. But if you just want to get your head above water, then you can bake and make that money. You bake anyway, so make some money doing it.
Why not? Why not?
Right.
You're going to be at the beautiful Total Woman Summit.
I'm excited. Yes.
We're all excited. So can you give not everything, Dee, but just give a little bit of what the women can expect?
Okay. Just like my mind was blown so many years ago, I hope to impart in other women that you already are doing something you love. It doesn't have to be a big storefront bakery, but you can take that one thing you love. You can just be a pound cake lady. You can just be a pie lady. You can be as simple or as grand as you want to be and earn the money that you want to earn. So that's what I'll be talking about during the Women's Summit. So it'll be anything from whatever you need is what we'll talk about. You can talk about with me. If that's the mindset to become a profit earning baker, or just how to grow an existing business. That's what we'll talk about.
Absolutely. Hi, Latoya. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi, Coach. Latoya, how are you? So I am so looking forward to the Total Woman Summit. There's going to be over, I think it's like 29 of us.
Wow. Okay.
Speaking there. and we're giving the women in the communities
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot,
Yes.
lot, where they have a selection to choose from to
Mm-hmm.
go from where they are at now to create a profitable business, whether it's online or offline. Now,
Yes.
that brings me to this.
Okay.
Can your business that you do, can it be virtual?
Oh yeah, it can be virtual. I could do online live classes, live baking classes. I've taken so many baking and business classes through Zoom and Facebook Live and other online platforms. You know, these days everybody is adapting to being virtual. So
Absolutely.
I will do the same.
Okay. Now, the other question I have is,
Okay.
as they call you the cake lady in the community.
Yes.
So, Coach D, as
Yes.
a baker,
Mm-hmm.
do you get orders that's out of state?
I do. Oh, yeah. I ship a variety of pound cakes and bundt cakes. I've shipped cookies, German chocolate cakes. I've shipped sweet potato pies, pecan pie. So, pretty much anything. I'm not going to say anything. All of them are not shippable. I have a couple of selections that don't ship well
Okay.
because of fruit or other ingredients. But I'm developing ways to ship those. It could be an overnight cost, which is more costly, but if you want it, you'll get it. But I've shipped tons of cakes out of state
Okay.
successfully.
The reason why I ask that is because for women who want to do what you do, learn how to do what you do, I want them to have the frame of mind like, listen, I can think outside of my state.
Yes.
Which will help grow their business more.
Right. Outside of your state, outside of your friends, outside of your family, there are people that I don't know who reach out to me every day. They found me online. They Googled. They thought they were calling another bakery, but dial my number. You know, it's all kinds of ways that people, right? All kinds of ways people get in touch with me. And as my business grew, friends and family came around to it. You know, they're like, okay, now Dee's my cake lady, you know. So, yeah, they catch on. So don't get discouraged. I hear so many people discouraged by my friends and family don't support me. Well, they're not the only people in the world. They've been eating it for free. So buying it to them is just not a big deal. So there are other customers for you out there.
Outside of family and friends. And I always tell people that's in business, I need you to think outside of your community. Think outside of your city, state, because this is what I've learned, and you probably have experienced it too. People in your locale know who you are. And people who don't know you is more apt to do business with you because they're looking for what you have.
Exactly. That's true. And the thing about social media is it puts you closer to people that you would never know otherwise. The word of mouth and the social media channel is amazing.
It's the informational digital age.
It is.
The informational digital age.
Jump on board and let's benefit from that. I mean, it's a whole new time. It can be done, and I'm here to help.
Hey, everybody. You have been listening to Ms. Dee Morris. We call her the cake lady in our community. She is an awesome woman doing great things, and she's going to be at the Total Woman Summit teaching you ladies how to create your passion for baking cakes and pies into a change of lifestyle living, because that's what it is.
It is.
It's a lifestyle change.
Definitely. You can go from struggle to actually making, just being comfortable. It's nothing like being able to breathe and have some money of your own. And then when you start to forget about what day is payday, then something has shifted.
That's called freedom. It's called freedom. It's no longer like I have to punch a clock for somebody else. I'm punching that clock for me.
Yes.
And the beauty of being an entrepreneur for anybody is if you could put in 100% of going to work, dealing with rush hour traffic, dealing with the people that you might not like at work.
Yeah.
And then you're being told what time you can go to break, go to lunch, come back home, get back in traffic, be mad by the time you get home because you had to deal with traffic. You can
don't cook when you get home.
Yes, you can
you're tired
and enjoy life.
Right.
Go to the mall when nobody else is in the mall because they all at work.
Right.
That's
the end goal to me. That's the place to land, is to be completely self-sufficient and doing something you love. I don't think that can be beat.
No, because profits outdo wages 24/7.
Right.
All day long.
Yes. You can make your own ticket.
And there's no ceiling cap with what you're doing. As an entrepreneur baking cake, you don't have a ceiling cap.
Right.
Zip zero.
As big as you can imagine it.
Yeah. How much money that you can charge for your cakes? You charge what you want for your cakes.
Right. And somebody pays it. Somebody does. And don't worry about the ones that don't. Either offer another option or they will pick some other option, another route. So it's a whole mindset thing about being in business and baking and just drumming up the customers that are for you.
Right, because there's always going to be somebody looking for someone who bakes cakes. Like specialized cakes. That's why I asked about certain specialized cakes, because there are people that be wanting specialized and themed cakes.
And I have never run out of cakes to bake. I mean, it's slow. I'm not even gonna say it slows down. I expected things to slow down when COVID hit, and within a week or a week and a half of people being stuck in the house, I was getting more calls for pound cakes and just dessert cakes. They're like, "Are you baking?" Because they had a sweet tooth. So, and the weddings that could get squeezed in, maybe they got smaller, or people just did something at home. But hey, they still wanted a grander cake for pictures. So nothing slowed down.
Absolutely,
very little.
Tell the audience how they can get in contact with you.
Okay, well, I can be reached at bit.ly/bakemoney, bit.ly/BAKEMONEY. I
like that, big money.
Yes.
Did y'all hear that? She said big money.
Please do.
bit.ly, bake money, y'all. If you want to reach out,
yes,
to Coach D. Morris, two things. You can watch her presentation, her speaking at the Total Woman Summit, and you can reach out to her. And I like this, bit.ly.
bit.ly/bake money. And if you don't catch that link fast enough, click on my face on this post. Find me on Facebook. I'm D. Morris. We'll be in touch.
Okay, take care, everybody. Enjoy.
I
hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I will see y'all again, I think, on Monday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.